YouTuber on the way to travel. They always get videos of the road, but man, we just got to get some videos, so let's send that shit.
Hey, Bill, I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till I hiccup. I hit the stage and leave with money that's a stick.
So he's checking out the intake venting, but I don't want to film too much because then they told me last time like they have to check it out, which is kind of crazy, but I'm just gonna drop it. If they tell me to pull it down, I'll pull it down. What do you say?
Yep.
Yeah, so looks pretty good up here though. I think on this one we actually did use a subcontractor.
Yep.
Which we don't typically do. So I think we probably get like 80%, 20% subcontractors. But yeah, it's kind of what we do. What I really like about what Owens Corning does is how they have, you know, Charlie out here. He does like the West End, and to really make sure that, you know, we hold our end of the bargain and we do what we're supposed to be doing, because if we don't, he'll call us out. So this does look pretty good. I'm looking at it. He just kind of takes some pictures and walks around the job, and then really what he'll do is get a little report, and right in the report they have, like, if you guys have never seen it, maybe I'll put find exactly what it looks like, but they'll call you out, and when they call you out, there's some mandatory things that you have to come out and fix it, and you have 30 days, and if it doesn't happen in 30 days, then what they'll do is they will hound you until you get it fixed. And yeah, we'll see exactly what happens. We do have some bird shit right here.
Yep, lots of bird shit.
Do you guys have bird shit like on your guys' roofs that always just come on the end of it? Kind of crazy, but yeah.
Bird shit on a black roof shows pretty good.
Yeah, it shows pretty good. Look at over here though. I don't know why anybody would put on this stuff during the middle of the summer when there's no rain. It is overcast, but there's no rain forecasted. If a windstorm came by, it would just blow all that stuff off.
It's falling out.
Yeah, looks like these guys are not putting the starter again, huh? He's gonna call that for sure. But at least they're putting the right end though. So you have to put this end of the starter down. Yeah, this brick and mortar is kind of falling apart.
There's some down there too.
Oh yeah, look at all that. Look at all this stuff. What's the pitch on this, Justin?
This is
It's like an 712, I think, yeah. Doesn't look too bad though. But look at this flashing kind of coming out a little bit. I don't know if that's not me though. I'd say that's
the cider guy.
Cider almost. What do you think, Charlie? What did you find? Charlie doesn't like to be on camera. He's always like, have my boss look at it, which I respect. But hey man, we're just doing the right thing up here. We just want America to know how awesome Owens Corning is.
On these, just make sure they have the course of shingles a little bit higher, because it's covering part of the baffles here.
Okay, I see what you're saying, yeah.
You see how it has 4 rows of baffles, and you're covering 2.
Oh yeah, see that?
So
okay, so we can cut
it's
that.
going on here and over there underneath the tree on the garage.
So what if we just cut it?
Just trim it back about.
Trim it back, okay.
Maybe about ½ inch or so.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Sounds
So you're
good. So,
restricting about ½
yeah,
inch
so see,
inflow.
so on these right here, what he's talking about is look at the airflow. You can see it right there, right? So it's coming like this, and it's half of the airflow. So what we could do is just snap a line and cut it back a little bit. Charlie was like a roofer. How long you been roofing for?
Since 84.
84. Jeez, man, I was born. Damn, man, that makes you old. I was born in 83. Man, so what do you think? To get on to the next roof?
See, the rest of them should look like that.
Okay, so let's go. Yeah, let's go see this proper one over here. See that? Even that could even go up just a hair. So what about? So Justin, when Rolo was here last, Rolo basically said that we'll so
you have to have a continuous course to cover the nail strip in there to keep from the nails from oxidizing and having an issue down the road.
But
so this one has the additional course here, is what he's talking about, to cover in there. A lot of the contractors will install this and not put the additional course that's required there.
Okay.
And that's what the issue was on the last one.
Okay. What about just deck defense? Will just underlayment work, deck defense?
It takes ice and water on top over the.
But you can't use deck Can you use deck defense?
You can.
Okay. But you recommend But would they recommend Weatherlock G or some sort of
type of ice and water.
Some sort of ice and water. Okay, that makes sense. All right. What about these valleys? So a lot of people, man, on YouTube are saying, you know, we have, this is the bleeder. I think it's called the California bleeder. I get California.
This is a California style valley, yeah.
Yeah. You like this because it saves material a little bit quicker, right?
It saves material. It's a lot faster. We call it California Speed Valley.
The California Speed Valley. Okay.
Yeah. So we've never had one leak if it's been installed correctly.
Maybe I'll have to show them how to.
And it saves you. It'll save you a bundle of shingles for every 22 linear feet.
Really?
Yeah.
So 22. What was it? 20. A bundle.
Linear feet. It'll save you
Wow. It'll save a bundle for every 22 linear feet if you do this kind of valley with the bleeder up it.
Right.
I mean, personally, I don't really like it because I just don't like the look of it. I guess it looks all right, but I don't know. I'm kind of picky. If it comes over a little bit, it's all square, but this will have these lines coming up and down it. I don't know. Let's head to the next one though.
Straight to the stage, they love me. I understand they hungry, but please don't hate, that's ugly. I've been sliding, shaking, moving.
Double underlayment too.
Yeah. Double plus an inch, right?
So we have underlayment, or we have intake ventilation, so we don't need to add the intake ventilation right here.
You can't anyways, it's too shallow to put
And
it
then
on.
see how we put the double? Charlie was just saying, you guys use double, man. Yes, what you're supposed to do, right? So make sure to double that up. Maybe I'll make a video on how to double it up because there is a right and a wrong way to make sure you double it up. Don't just put don't put one layer. What you don't want to do is just put one layer down and then the next layer. So what's the pitch on this, Justin? Probably like a 3 or something?
Yeah, 3?
3 or 412 maybe? I don't know.
I'm thinking 3.
But they don't really like you using their ridge vent on this, so that's why we used these cameras.
I'm in the mood for a switch up. I hit the function, hit the rose till
They put the extra strip here, but they put it over the top instead of underneath like the other one. You saw that 4-inch strip went all the way across underneath. They actually ran it up and over.
The starter.
Yeah.
This thing almost needs to be replaced right here. Check this split lead out right here. So when you have these going on, use a split lead right here, silicone it up, and never leak on you. They're actually pretty nice. This thing looks shot right here.
I would try and get her maybe to put some rust inhibiting primer on that.
Okay.
Rust inhibiting primer, so it'll
Stop the
it's
rust.
not pitting right now, so it will stop it from
Okay.
getting any worse.
I'll show you wants to do that. This thing looks,
And you can get it in the same high temp caulking color, like reddish. Just have your guys put some cardboard or something around here.
just spray it. Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and you can get it like in a gray or a reddish, just like the high temp caulk.
That caulk all needs to be like redone too.
Yeah. 'cause
What
it
I would do if
wasn't-
I
it
was her,
wasn't
I would.
tooled in.
She needs to call like an HVAC dude and just put in
Yeah,
all
just
new.
replace the whole thing. I would replace the whole thing
That-
because it's not gonna last 50 years. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's gonna be a maintenance item at some point. I'll make a note of it. If she wants to change it, fine. But if she has a leak down the road and decides not to change it, it's not gonna be us or you.
Okay. Yeah. So what he's talking about is putting some rust primer. What is it? Rust inhibiting.
Rust inhibiting primer.
Rust inhibiting primer on this, so that way, because it's not pitting at all. So what he was talking about is just spraying it, make sure it just what it'll do is just stop it from rusting anymore. And really, what she needs to do is probably just replace it. But we don't just replace these if she doesn't want to. A lot of times, what we'll do is we'll have the HVAC guys come over here and replace that, right? But out as usual, Charlie, I really do appreciate it. All the way from Albuquerque, my mom lives down there. Did you find anything that, what did you find exactly?
We went through all 4 houses. Everything they looked great. We only saw one house that had partially blocked baffles in the intake. Other than that, everything was fine. We found a couple of penetrations that were a little bit low for the lifetime jacks, but other than that, I think everything was great.
Yep, so
No
thanks.
issues.
Once again, thanks a lot for coming out here. And
you,
we'll
guys.
catch you guys on the next one. He'll probably be back out here hounding us probably in the next, I don't know, 6 months. He seems to be showing up every 6 months. So that's one thing I do love about Owens Corning, how they do check up on the contractors to make sure they're holding up their end of the bargain. That's why we do our own inspections. We had a video. But without that, we'll get the heck out of here. You guys have a good one. If you liked it, make sure to subscribe. Peace.